Hello guys, I hope you're having an awesome day. So we're about to get into another centerpiece. This is going to be a Dollar Tree centerpiece. Hopefully this will be super easy for you guys. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be using 3 of these milk glasses. They are currently selling these at Dollar Tree, so you shouldn't have a problem finding these, okay? And then we're also going to be using this little votive candle holder, all right? And of course, as always, everything's linked in the description box below. And we are going to be using the infamous E6000, okay? So what we're going to do first is what you want to do is remove all of the labels and then wipe down the bottom of your vases with alcohol. I've already done that, so I've already prepped and did that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to join these 2 pieces together upside down. So it'll be like this, guys. I'm going to join them together upside down with some E6000. So you want to make sure that you have a new tube of E6000, because this stuff is not that great if it sits after a while. So you want to start off with a fresh new tube, and then you want to make sure that you put a generous amount of E6000 on your vase. And even if you get a little sloppy like me, the parts that you can actually put your hands on, you can like rub it off, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put the top on it. And I'm just going to sit this to the side here and wait a little bit. And just double check it to make sure that it doesn't shift. That was one of the things that I brought out in one of my older videos, is you do have to watch it, because until it gets tacky, it will shift a little bit. So you want to adjust it. So we'll just leave that like that for right now. And then what we want to do is take our other milk jar, okay, and we want to take our votive candle holder, and I'm going to go ahead and go around the votive candle holder probably about 1/4 of an inch, if that. And don't worry about being sloppy, because this stuff is probably going to end up getting painted anyway. But so what I'm doing now is I'm just sitting it right down inside of the milk bottle. I'm sitting it right inside, and I'm going to get my leveler to make sure that it's flushed in a little bit. I want to make sure that this is absolutely straight. And as you can see, guys, this is shifting, okay? It is notorious for shifting, so you want to keep your eye on it to make sure that you put it back in position and that it's centered, because it does shift and it will shift, okay? All right, so we are going to let these items, we're going to keep our eye on them, and we're going to let them sit for about 24 hours so that the glue can adhere. And then we're going to come back tomorrow, and then I will pick back up with this video, and we will attach this part to the final part of the vase. We'll attach everything together, but we need to at least let these pieces sit for about 12 hours, okay? So we're going to do that, and then we'll come back in 12 hours. Okay, before I forget, guys, we want to put our little leveler, and you can buy these at the Dollar Tree. You want to put your leveler on the part where we have attached the votive holder to the milk jar, just to make sure that it's leveled. Okay, so mine's is leveled now, and you want to make sure you do that while you still can make adjustments before the E6000 starts to set, okay? Alright guys, so it is 12 hours later. We have a really good bond on these 2 pieces right here. And we also have a really good bond on this one. This is where we put the votive holder inside. We glued it inside the 3rd milk jar or milk glass. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take our E6000 And we're going to add some E6000 to the rim. And this is a pretty, the rim on this is kind of thin, but you still want to add a generous amount of glue. Don't worry about it getting inside because we're going to paint this. Okay, so you still want to add a generous amount of glue. And as you see, you can see I wasn't particularly neat with that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take our other, we're going to go ahead and just sit it right on top of it like that. And there should be enough glue where it will just hold. If there's any excess glue, you can just kind of go over it with like a piece of cardboard or a stem off of a artificial flower or something like that. Just find something that you can use to just kind of scrape off the excess on the outside in case you got a little sloppy like me, but try not to be sloppy like me. Okay, and so while that's setting, what we're also going to do is we're going to use this Scotch tape, and this is super hold, okay? And so I'm going to take a nice generous piece of Scotch tape and I'm going to go around it. And this is paintable, so when we paint it, you're not going to see it. And then we're going to go ahead and put some diamond wrap or something over it so you can't really see it. But this is just to ensure that it stays down, okay, and that there are no mishap at your event. Okay, so I use a couple of pieces, guys. Use as much as you know, your discretion tells you to. And because this is going to get covered over with diamond wrap, so you're not going to see it. Okay, so it's going to hold with the E6000, and it's also going to hold with the super hold Scotch tape. Okay, so now that I've got that laid and slayed, I'm just going to rub off some of the excess glue that I got on the side of the jar, because this is the time to do that, because you don't want anything setting on you. Okay, if you got any on the side, and just smoothing the tape out. And then I'm going to let this sit for another 12 hours, and then we'll be ready to paint this puppy, okay? Alright guys, so this is what we have going on so far. What you want to do is go ahead and tape up the top of our vase. Just tape that off. And as you can see, I just used a plastic bag and then some painter's tape and wrapped around the top. Okay, and then we're going to leave the last two portions of our vase exposed, because that's what's going to get painted with our metallic gold spray paint. So you want to make sure you use some alcohol to wipe it off really good. And then we're going to be using Rustoleum 2X metallic gold. And once that dries, we're going to go over it with the 2X gloss clear. Okay, so let's head outside so we can go ahead and start our paint treatment. Okay guys, as you can see, these are some Dollar Tree flowers, and I'm also going to be painting these Dollar Tree flowers gold. Okay, I'm giving it a little gold treatment. You can do about 4 or 5 of these. I think I did like maybe six bundles. Okay, so I'm going to start spray painting these. Alright guys, so we are back and our vase has been completely painted. It looks awesome. I just realized that the further I stay back when I'm spray painting, the better coverage I get. So I'm going to learn to really pull back and not get so close on top of my project when I'm painting, because I get better coverage when I do it a little bit further away. So anyway, this looks amazing, guys. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we have this very unsightly little part right here where we put the Scotch tape. We're going to be using some diamond wrap. Okay, some Dollar Tree diamond wrap, some good old-fashioned diamond wrap. This stuff is awesome, and I never get tired of it because it works so freaking well. So I'm thinking that I'm going to cut about 5 rows of this. Maybe I'll cut 6 just to be on the safe side. So cut 6 rows. So we're going to be using our glue gun, guys, because even though this has an adhesive back to it, it's not very strong. So that's why we don't really want to just rely on the adhesive back. Okay, so I'm basically just going to turn this around and see where there is a crease in the tape, because that's where I laid everything out. Okay, and I'm also going to find, this was such a good paint job, I can't even find an area that doesn't look that great to make that part the back. So anyway, I'm going to take my diamond wrap. I'm going to go ahead and apply it right over the area, center it right over where the tape is. Okay, and I'm just going to take my time and go around, because you know, once you put this stuff on here, you really can't pull it back off, because the paint treatment will come off. Okay, so once I get it around to meet the other part, I'm going to go ahead and take my glue and put a nice generous amount of glue on here. And then just gently lay it down. I don't want to push too much because I don't want any of the glue coming out onto the vase. I want to try to be as neat as possible. Okay, and there we have it, guys. You can see that I went ahead and applied my diamond wrap, and it went on very nicely. Okay, so that area is completely covered up. You don't see the tape. The tape is gone. All right, so next what I'm going to do is, I decided to add these Dollar Tree pearls inside the vase. Okay, so I'm gonna try that to see how it looks. Okay guys, so I got my pearls in there. Now I'm going to take a small piece of plastic and I'm just going to sit it on top of here, and I'm just going to loosely go around it with a marker. And I'm not worried about the glass because you can always wipe that off. Plus, once we put our arrangement on it, you're not going to see it anyway. Okay, so I drew my circle to cover that top, since we have our pearls in there, and I'm going to cut this out. So I just cut out a really rough circle, guys. And I'm just going to take it and put it right there on top of our centerpiece, just to kind of make sure that the pearls don't fall out. So I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue. Okay guys, so we got this area sealed off with our hot glue. It's a little messy, but that's okay. Again, you are not even going to see this. You can clean up around the edges, but no one's going to see this part. Okay guys, so the flowers that I'm going to be using for this arrangement on top is these are roses from Hobby Lobby. If you go when they have the 50% off, you can score these for $6 a bundle. Okay, and I really love these white ones as well as the light pink ones, so these are the ones that I'm going to be using. We are also going to be using these Dollar Tree flowers that we spray painted gold. We're going to be using those. Okay, don't forget about these. And I'm going to be using some white hydrangeas. You can pick these up from any craft store. You can order them from Amazon. I will link some from Amazon. Okay, I got these from Joann's maybe about 2-3 years ago. Okay, so you can use some hydrangeas as well. Okay, so here is the floral arrangement that I started. So I want to show you the foundation. A lot of people say, oh, you don't show how to do the floral arrangement. No, I don't. But you can, you know, these are not hard. I have 1 or 2 examples showing you how to put these floral arrangements together. They're not hard. What I'm doing is I am using 2 pieces of foam glued together. This is from the Dollar Tree, and then this foam disc is also from the Dollar Tree. So you want to go ahead and glue these 2 together. And as you can see, all I'm basically doing is just sticking my flowers in. I'm pretty much putting my roses all on the top. Okay, and I have some little ornaments that I have in here because that's my signature. I always put ornaments and little things in my floral arrangements. All right, so I'm putting my roses up on the top, and I'm sticking my hydrangeas in between certain sections for fullness. I've also got my gold roses that I'm sticking in here very randomly. And then as you can see, I've just kind of worked the hydrangeas in different places. Okay, so this side is fully done. I have my little ornaments. I have my roses. I have my hydrangeas just stuck in. Everything is stuck in pretty randomly, okay? And then the gold spray painted rose that we did from the Dollar Tree for as a little accent, okay? So that's basically it. I mean, it's not hard, guys. It's just randomly putting in those flowers. That's it. But I just wanted to show you. The foundation. Okay. All right, guys. So this is our completed project. I think it looks awesome. I really like the extra touches of the gold roses inside. It kind of ties everything together. I want to show you what I did add to this area right here, as well as on top of the diamond wrap. I added these jewel border stickers, and you can get these from the Dollar Tree. I think they still sell these at the Dollar Tree. This is what it looks like. Okay, you can pick those up at the Dollar Tree. And the reason why I added that is because since I added the pearls inside, I wanted to go ahead and just kind of tie in the pearls by adding some of this to the 2 sections that ended up getting joined together. So that's what I did, and I think that that kind of brings everything full circle, and it just kind of ties the whole look in. So I think this is an awesome project. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I know you guys will enjoy doing this. I felt like it was really easy and didn't take a whole lot of time. Alright, so if you enjoyed this project, please give it a thumbs up. Please share this video. Of course, please rate the video. And I will see you again in the next DIY video, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.